Greatly appreciate it. Jay, it's always nice to be back home. First of all, I want to thank the sponsors. Without the sponsors, people like myself, people like Jay, we're not going to be able to attend an event like this. So all the people collectively that came together and sacrificed resources, in kind, for all the people responsible for this night, applaud yourselves, please. I came to this far-off land Labor Day 1990. The reason why I ended up in Minnesota is because I lost my job. I'm going to try to explain a version to you all that I don't think that you know. Even being a public figure, as Jay has said, and all the things I accomplished, a lot of people really don't know who I am. I stand here as a recovering drug addict and alcoholic, clinically diagnosed in 1990. I want to give you guys 4 numbers. They're the most important numbers in my life. They're more important than the number 80 that hangs in the rafters. They're more important than my high school numbers retired. They're more important than any numbers of anything I've ever done in my life. And those numbers go like this: 1,600,000,000. 1,600,000,000. The next number goes like this: 12,727. The third number I give you is 1,754. The last number I give you is 403. In reverse order, let me tell you what those numbers mean to you. It's been 403 months since I had my last drink. It's been 1,754 weeks since I was strung out on cocaine. It's been 1,775 days since my drug counselor challenged me to not have a drink on a Friday. And it's been 1,600,000,000 minutes since I decided to change my life. Every second, every day of every week, of every month, I made it very, very important to me. And at that time, when I lost my job, my boss happened to be Buddy Ryan at the time, and people thought that he was doing me a favor. The only favor he did was tell me the truth. And I signed a contract with myself that day that regardless of what Buddy Ryan said, he wasn't going to be right about me. Because people like Jay and myself trying to work in corporate America, it's hard for us to fit in because we're very, very different. But we've been able to see and work our uniqueness through our addiction and through our mental health. When we have decided to make mental health a priority, then we can start to see our successes and we can start to see relationships. Jay, I'm so glad that you finally are getting settled down and in a relationship. Now, Jay's a bad dude. This guy has helped people make millions and millions of dollars, and more important, this guy has information that has saved people from losing millions and millions of dollars that he hadn't told people. I mean, he's a credit to the profession. And the stuff that he is doing from a military standpoint and the similarities between ex-pro athletes and military are so similar, and that you should be applauded to for doing that work. Ultimately, what this is about is getting beyond your comfort zone. There are people in your circles that look like me, sound like me. There are people in your circles that look like Jay, sound like him. But without your assistance, we're never going to receive the type of audience or never be in an environment where we can be cultivated, we can be at our absolute best. I hate being a drug addict. I hate being an alcoholic, but it gives me the strength and power to know that anything I want to do, I can do. And we need to empower more people to let them know. We're not looking for perfect people. We're looking for a lot of people that look like us, sound like us, and want that opportunity to do something great with their life. That's why I'm always excited to come back to Minnesota. I'm always excited. Because the first thing this team did was help me off the field. And they made my overall mental health the #1 priority. They made me start going to meetings twice a week. They made me attend AA meetings, mandatory for me to get drug tested, and all those things at the time, I was kicking and screaming. And now when I look back on it, those were the disciplines that give me the discipline to do great things no matter what I do. And through addiction, what it's really, really taught me is that every day is important. Not only to live your truth, but also tell your story. Because there's others in the audience that struggle just like we do. But they can't speak. They don't have a team around them. They don't have the support. So a lot of my message is, man, find that next Chris Carter. Find that next Jay Glazier. Make an investment in people. Because you never go wrong in investment in human beings. The Minnesota Vikings, what they decided to do and what it allowed me to do. 2013, when I got my gold jacket, I don't get a gold jacket unless the Minnesota Vikings go out of their way to help me, Jay. I don't get that gold jacket. And that's why we should be so supportive of organizations like this one that are out there doing great things for people. Great things for people. We all need help. We all need tools. We all need a place to thrive. And that's what the Minnesota Vikings were able to do to me. It gave me the power in my life to change my life, change my family's life, and come to events like this, realizing and accepting, oh yeah, I'm very, very different. But at this point in my life, I look in the mirror, I like that guy. Not perfect by no stretch of the imagination, but when I look at him, I like that guy. And it's come through a lot of work. And if you're out there and you need that work, reach out to someone. Reach out to a teammate. Reach out to a family. Because there are more people right now willing to help you than you realize. There's a guy in the audience, I'm just looking at him, Michael Floyd. And I remember you as a kid. And I remember reading the stories about you as a kid. And then I remember you getting drafted. Remember watching your pro career. And just like a lot of us, football is a tough game. But it's so great to see you here, nice and healthy. I hear about your journey. I hear you're doing great things here locally. I encourage you. And I encourage other people. All these coaches that we were honoring today. My role model in life was not my dad because I didn't have one. And I'm going to finish on this story. My mom had 7 kids before the age of 25. My mom got kicked out of high school because she was pregnant with my oldest brother. I never had a father in my home. My high school coach told me I could be one of the greatest receivers that ever lived. I said, what? He said, you can be one of the greatest wide receivers that ever lived. And now, even though I sleep in Florida because that's where I live, I reside in Canton with the other 28 wide receivers in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And now, because of my addiction, I'm in the greatest club ever. It happens to be in Canton, Ohio. 25,000 men have played in the National Football League over 103 years. 377 of us reside in Canton. And the reason why is not because of me. It's because of groups like this that reach out to help little kids like me. Let's keep helping. Let's keep giving back. Let's find those that need it. If I never do anything or never say anything or never speak again in the state of Minnesota, God bless fucking Minnesota. Thank you.